birthday. Thank you.
My name is Gondwe. I had a problem of legs since 4 years old. We went to different hospitals. They diagnosed me that I have rickets due to weight because I was very fat. Yes, so they thought that my leg problem came due to my big body. After that, we went to an operation room. That was, yes, that time a doctor from Cameroon came to operate my legs. Yes, they operated, and after some time, they found that the leg problem didn't change. Then I went for another operation, which they thought that it's the same rickets. So I went for another operation, and they operated and saw no change. After that, yes, we went to BBG church for prayers, and then bed cure people came to see people with problems, disabilities of legs, or anything concerning bones. So I went there. The bed cure people from Kenya diagnosed me that I have Blount's disease. It's a virus that eats the bone marrow, something like that.
My name is Mrs. Magdalena Piri. The one beside me is my first-born daughter by the name Diorinda Piri. My daughter had a problem of eyes, of legs, and of allergy. So because of these three problems, we had to go up and down different hospitals, searching, looking for the help, looking for the medications, but no avail. And we were looking for going to Nigeria to meet Prophet TB Joshua. And somebody told us that, please, before you go to Nigeria, there's a certain man of God here in Malawi by the name Prophet Gondwe. First of all, go consult from him, or go contact him, so that maybe you can find help. And we asked more about who is Prophet Gondwe, and that person told us more about Prophet Gondwe, and we encouraged ourselves that, okay, let's go to Good News Ministries church, his church, so that we can be prayed for. During had a problem of legs since when he was 4 years old. It started with a dream that I dreamed stepping on somebody's legs, a young baby. But after waking up, I said, this one is not my daughter. Because my daughter was okay, the legs were not bent. So I said, no, this one is not my daughter. But after some months, we noticed that the legs of Diorinda started bending, mainly on the knees, started bending. And you had to go to different hospitals. You had to go to Bwaira by the name Bottom. We had to go to Kamusento Hospital. We had to go to Diang. But everywhere they were saying the problem is this, that the child had a lot of mass, had weight comparing to the age. Because when she was 4 years, she was weighing, was it 17 kgs, if not 18 point something kgs, at the age of 4. So they're saying it's because of weight. So we had to practice that he must not gain weight, gain much weight, which could be a problem because she was a young and she had to be growing. We couldn't do otherwise apart from giving her food for making her to grow. The doctor from Cameroon came to say, no, this one is a specialist of what? Of bones. We have to what? We have to go for operation. And we went for operation, both legs. That was in May. And after coming out from the operation room, I had also a dream that the legs were still bending. And after operation, we could see the legs were still bending, even in POP. Even doctors could say, no, I think we didn't do right operation. Look, the legs are bending. And after that operation, when it was 4 years, after 3 years, because nothing happened, we went again for operation. That was 2014, and 2017, we went again for operation, and nothing happened. And the same thing, dream came in, and the legs were still bending. And each and every time, they were bending more than before. And because of that, that's when we said, let's go to meet the man of God, TB Joshua, so that maybe he can pray for our child, he can pray for Jorinda. And the time we were preparing, we were fetching for money to go to Nigeria to meet the man of God, TB Joshua, may he so rest in peace. It's when we met somebody to say, what's the problem with your child? We said the child is having a problem that the legs, mainly the knees, are just bending without any problem. We don't know the problem. The doctors are saying it's because of weight, and they have been operating her, but nothing's working out. And he said, okay, why can't you go and meet a certain man of God by the name Prophet Gondwe?
Back then, what I was not able to do was stand for such a long time. When I sit down for a long time, when I wake up, my legs would make a cracking sound. Running, squatting, jumping a lot, that was impossible. So I had someone to be carrying me when my legs were hurting, or I would stay home and not go for classes just because of my leg.
And in October, the bed cure people, other people from Kenya, but they were escorted by people from bed cure, came to Lilongwe. And that was Monday, soon after being prayed by Prophet Gondwe on the prayer line. Then, since the doctors were saying the problem was the rickets, the problem was that because the child had more weight, then when we went to meet these bed cure people, they diagnosed that it's not weight anymore, and the operation which they were doing were just damaging the bones for the child. But the problem was diagnosed to be bronze virus. They're saying bronze disease, this is disease which is caused by viruses, and they eat bones, mainly bone marrows on the knees. So we said, okay, thank you, Jesus, because all these years the problem were not being diagnosed. Now the problem identified and rectified by the doctors. We need to go back before God again so that we can be prayed for instant healing. Then we went to PPG, and after being prayed for, it was on the 16th May, the same month. Operated on 7th May, and the 16th May, we went for the prayer line.
What is your problem, young girl? What is the problem?
I have a disease.
What's your name?
Diolinda P. I have the virus that eats my bones in the joints called blons.
Okay. So you have a virus that is eating up your bones. That's what the doctor said. And how is this affecting you?
Mostly at school, since I'm in Form 1, they say that when my legs crack, I cannot go to class, which makes me miss lessons. And then after missing lessons, that means I can't pass exams.
So it's affecting your school because you can't go to class, because you can't walk, all right? Because your bones are eaten up by a virus that is damaging your knees. Okay. And I can see some cuttings here. Was this an operation or what? They did operation on you? How many times?
3 times.
3 times.
Leg.
3 times.
Yes.
So this is the medical report. This is a medical report. Your mom come? Mama, what are they saying? Kuchipatala.
Kuchipatala anena kuti okay, amwika plate nkatimu yonena kuti bronze virus yo isapezeke so kuti kudya fupa ndamwika manati ndi zitsulo nkatimu kuti akamaliza kupanga hiru mwendo after 2 years nde kuti akachotsa zitsulozo komano in November or December this year nde kuti akampangeso mwendo winawu kuti ma virus yo asamaje mafupa akewo chifukwa even anampatsa chovala mmanjamu choti chizimpangalesa akamalemba chifukwa choti mafupa akamachoka amachita kumveka kuti ngati nkhuni zikuchoka choncho ndikuti amakanika kuyang'ana chifukwa choti ali allergic ku light, strong smell and dust.
Okay. What is happening to you now?
Feeling nothing.
Okay. So virus mene imabwera bwa?
Ali ndi mwezi 2014 ankanena kuti ikubwera chifukwa chonena kuti miyendo ikaniko panga kale wet. Chifukwa choti analonene pa amalemera 73 kgs. Nde pano pananena kuti yayi sikuti ndi wet komano ndi virus imene imapanga affect my bones.
So in other words, they don't know what is really happening. Okay. What do you believe, young girl?
I'm healed.
Okay. So these are the crutches you use. How do you use them? Let me see. Are you part to stand? We are doing this so that when she's coming with a testimony, the world should be able to see the before and the after. So this is how we walk. Huh?
Yes.
All right. Be healed. Be set free. Okay. One more. You virus, I curse you. Out! In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Thank you, Lord. It is done.
And after being prayed for, because the leg was so swollen and she couldn't do anything, I was supposed to carry her by my back or holding her beside so that he can be what? He can be assisted properly. And after being prayed for, he said, no, ma'am, I'll try to walk in the car. And he limped in the car. And when we go home, when we came here home, and he said, okay, please don't hold me. I'm going from this car, going straight home myself. And everybody will say, no, because we are afraid. We said, hey, if what more if she will break the leg again, if the leg is already broken? So what will happen? And by that time, the father was furious to say, we are making the child moving up and down. Yet he had a very serious operation instead of being home so that we can what? We can take care of her first before we go to church. Maybe we had to go to church after a week or 2 weeks, not just soon from the what? From the hospital. Because we were discharged from the hospital Friday, we just spent here Saturday, then Sunday went for prayer line. And after coming out from the car here at home, she limped up to the climbing the steps. We have very big steps outside there. She climbed those steps and come in and sit properly on the chair. And she said, may you take me a photo so that we can send my photos to my father, that he can know that now I'm healed, I'm fine. And after taking the photo, sending to the father, because the father was furious, the father was so glad and said, he called on the same spot, said, is this Jorinda, the one who has sit down properly like this? He said, yes, because he couldn't sit properly, but just sleeping. But that time, soon after prayer, come here, she started doing anything. And after sitting down, she said, no, I need to go to toilet. No, I need to go and make tea. No, I want to dress my bed. No, everything she was doing alone. But you know, me as Thomas Didimo, I have to be open. I was just following, okay? I was just following after what? After Jorinda's steps to say maybe she will what? She will fall down. And my husband will come and shout at us, or anything can happen. But nothing bad happened till now. She had a problem of eyes, the age of 5 when she was in Sunday 2. We recognized that early in the morning she could complain that my headache, no, my eyes, no, don't switch on the lights, switch off the lights. Said, what's the problem? But after going to hospital, now it's when they said the child is having a problem of glaucoma. And the problem of glaucoma has no cure, has no remedy, has no medication. We can just manage, but no medication. So we said, okay, you mean if there's no medication, so what are we going to do? They said, we will be just giving you medicine till she dies, because they're saying glaucoma is the disease which attacks the veins which connects from the brain to the eyes. And they said the veins are thinner compared to normal veins which each and every person is supposed to have. So to rectify that, they say, unless maybe if they can do operation, but operation doesn't also work to many of the people, unless to the old people. So just the age of 10 or 8, we cannot do operation. We'll be just giving what? We'll be just giving you eye drops. There are a lot of medicine, but the name which I can remember now, the last name is Timoro, which we're giving her. And it was very hard. And it was not only Timoro. They had been giving us these things, okay? Grasses, a lot of grasses. These are just samples of grasses. Each and every month, each and every 2 months, we were changing grasses. Okay, they were saying the veins are getting thinner and thinner. So each and every time we're supposed to change grasses. We're supposed to change the medicine. And even they reached the point of giving us this thing. They call it magnifying glass. Magnifying glass. And that too, okay? Magnifying glass. And can you show us how you were doing with this? You know, imagine the child is at school. We are here, and she's there alone, and given this magnifying glass, being as a remedy, how to study or how we can be reading the books. So you can see how she was doing. How much can one read? How many papers can one read with these things? So we had we had in a very big mess. Mainly buying these magnifying glasses. They are so expensive. And you know, the first magnifying glass, they said no, it has something which is not compatible to her eyes. We had to buy another magnifying glass. And we had to be buying these glasses each and every time. And the glasses are not cheap. The eye glasses are not cheap, are not like sunglasses. They are very, very expensive. For example, these glasses we're buying 160 something. So imagine each and every month or after 2 months buying these things. The life was not easy. And financially we had the problems because we had just to take care of that, of Jolinda, yet we have other children who were also looking for the assistance from us as the parents. It was so hard, very hard. You know, starting from age of 4 years up to the age of 11 years, it was so hard. Each and every day, each and every month going to hospital. And each and every time, you know, the baby was so big, and it reached the time whereby I couldn't carry the baby on my back anymore. We had to have wheelchair. We had to have other people who could assist me taking the child to school, taking the child from school home. And it was hard because at times or other weeks she couldn't attend the classes because of pain. So it was so hard. It was so I tell you, I don't know how I can say, but it was so hard.
Now I'm okay. I can now go to class. I can now jump, skip, walk long distances, stand up for too long, sit down for too long, and nothing happens to my legs. I attend classes properly, and I never skipped any class lesson again. My eyes are now very perfect. I have no more eye problems. I can see properly, and I do not remember the last time that I went to a hospital for my eye problems.
We are very, very happy. We thank God of Prophet TB Joseph, thank God of Prophet Patson Gondwe that he has healed my child, and glory be to God. We are so happy. And each and every day we say, what are we going to say, or what are we going to give back to God?
I'm very happy that my sister's home is not going to the hospital again. I'm
very happy, and I'm actually speechless to what the Lord has done for my sister. It makes me feel happy, and right now I'm very happy because now my sister, my mother, my parents, let's just say my parents, can let me stay close to my sister. But when she was with her things, they said that we should be staying far away from her. When she was walking, she has to walk alone or with my mama, so I had to stay away from her because they were afraid that we were gonna hurt her. So now we can stay close to each other, play with each other. Yeah, so I am very happy for what the Lord has done to us and to this family.
Oh, I'm very happy that the Lord has given, because at first, too many medications. I even hate the hospital so much that I had to go there a lot of times. Some doctors even memorized my name, that, hey, she's coming this day, hey, she's coming with this problem. Other people even used to me that, hey, when she says this, this happens. When she does this, this happens. So, yes, I was very miserable. But then now, yeah, I'm very happy, I'm very fine. I am very able to finish a term without going to the hospital. Like these past 2 terms, term 3 for 1, and yes, this first term, I've been able not to go to the hospital, complain about eyes or legs this whole term, and I did not go to the hospital for anything, unless for a final checkup to verify that I am really okay.
Thank you, Jesus! That's fine! My sister is good!
Remember to subscribe and hit the notification button to follow more of God's testimonies and revelations. Also, visit our website www.prophetpgondweministries.org and like our Facebook page, Prophet P. Gondwe Ministries.